Good, whatever time of day it is you happen to be listening. This is the P&A Podcast Express coming to you live. Well, even though we're not live right now, pre-recorded from the Palm Street Studios for the first time.
For the first time, right? We're here.
The first annual episode.
Burn it down. Just burn it down.
Scratch that start over again.
Just burn it down. It had a good run.
Yeah, we tried.
It had a nice run.
So the bare bones view of the Palm Street Studios.
This is as bare bones as you're ever going to see it because it's just going to build up from here, and that's the whole idea. I knew when we did this endeavor, I always, in my mind's eye, I wanted it to be perfect right from the get, and I just had to tell myself, just needs to be functional, doesn't have to be perfect.
Well,
you can only go up from here.
Yeah,
Right.
we are far from perfect,
Oh, definitely.
as we have proven over and over again. But I think this is going to be the perfect space for us.
I think so too.
It's our imperfections that make us what we are.
Yes, for sure.
Here we are.
We've got plenty of lighting. We've got thanks to Mary. Thank you, Mary, for the video, which you can't see the video if you're listening to me. Or maybe you're watching the video.
Or are they?
Or are they?
What are they doing?
I don't know, but we have plenty of plugs in here. The floor is all redid in a matter of kind of Battleship Gray, but it's nice because
Well done.
it's
by the
no
way.
muss, no fuss if you spill anything on it. I have a feeling somebody will probably take a crap on it at some point because it's just going to happen. And that's
Wow.
okay.
You're ready to go. You're ready to go to that extreme.
As
Okay.
per I read on the paint that I selected, it just wipes right up.
Perfect. Not thinking you really want to wipe up anybody's crap anytime soon, but
No.
So just to get the introductions out of the way, Adam, Phil, JTK here with you.
Who are those guys?
yeah. Wait. Who?
Well, we didn't do that. We jumped right into.
Did you say Paul and
studio.
Alan and KTJ?
Jay.
Yes,
Okay, that's what I thought.
as would fit in the studio. The lava lamp is going. The on-air light is on.
Right? It's beautiful.
Digging the on-air. Where'd you get that from?
That's Adam. Adam brought that. That's his contribution. I brought the lava lamp. He brought the on air.
Right on.
And then, of course, the microphone. That's a real live microphone, but it actually looks pretty good up there as part of the.
It does. It
heck yeah.
does. And we.
Table that way so you could have seen it.
That is true. We could have used that as a backdrop. It would have been something.
Instead, we've got the Eddie door.
Yeah. The
Sponsored by WTGV FM.
goes straight to the Grant Smith Studios.
Can we say sponsored by Tiller Guy, or is that too soon?
R.I.P. Tiller guy.
Banned him.
boy.
Hardly knew him. It's my fault. It's all
no,
my
it's
fault.
not your fault. Shut up.
So I told you, this is all I'm going to say about this, but apparently a first-time caller also received a prank call, and I am getting blamed for that. So even though...
He must think that you have a lot of time on your hands or something.
Or a lot of pull. He must
lot
think
of
I
pull,
have
yeah.
way more influence than I really do. Do you think that, Adam?
I would say that that's accurate, yes.
I mean, you are an influential person.
Right. But I don't... there was only one reason why we did what we did with Tiller Guy, and that's because he was picking on Eddie. That's it. That's purely it.
Yeah.
Somebody else outside of our circle took it one step too far.
That's right.
If we learned one thing from the Lord of the Rings, though, it's that dwarfs don't like help. Did we not?
Right.
Don't throw. He didn't want thrown by Legolas.
Well, I thought you were going to go with Star Wars reference there for a second. So certainly not Yoda by any freaking stretch.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Right.
Yeah.
So we are here in the Palm Street Studios. I didn't meet my initial goal of April 1st, but Adam gave me an out, and look at me. It's April 28th, and here we are. Here we
Yeah.
sit.
So we didn't even get through April 1st and then the studio.
Had to get through April 1st.
We're here in April.
Yeah. Well, bravo.
And it's super relaxing. Actually, JTK is the only one wearing pants right now. The rest of us are Donald Ducking it.
Yeah, I was
Yep.
going to say, I must have missed that memo because I feel a little weird right now.
It is a little awkward when you keep staring over, but
Yeah, it's.
Well, my hands haven't touched your thigh yet, Phil. I said yet.
I don't even want to go where his toes are at right now.
oh boy.
You got wood blocking you.
Some people are very into that.
Nice of you to notice.
You son of a bitch.
So here we are, very comfortable in the studio, which is the idea. We don't have
I love it, actually.
we don't have the influence of the wild. We're fully in control of everything, including pretty much everything, and it's kind of nice.
It's gonna be by like invitation only. I feel like at this point.
Really, and we've got the power of them internets where we can reach out and call people and everything else. So it's really
True.
The lives will be fantastic. Actually having the internet to do stuff, which in my excitement, I didn't even fire up all of our usual goodies that we have going.
I know Adam got in here. He got into my internet, and he's like, "Ooh,
Internet.
this will work."
Internet speed. What a concept.
Right?
I mean, it's a little slower than I'm used to, but
Hey, you want to know what else is fun? We don't have to fight a bunch of old people for a table.
oh, that is fun. I'm gonna kind of miss it though, to be honest.
Although
But it royally pissed you guys off at times.
I'm gonna have to yell meatloaf to myself though, because now I just have a box of beer sitting beside me.
This could be very bad.
I did tell Mary when we pulled up, I said, this is probably the worst service we're ever going to get, the worst wait staff.
Oh, definitely.
We will have had, yeah.
Phil's just gonna yell meatloaf out of reflex.
Yes. We're also going to start doing some things where
I will shit a brick and Junior just all once appears like, holy crap, where'd you come
if I
from?
yell meatloaf and Junior's up the stairs with a beer.
We could call the blue and yell meatloaf.
We should. Oh my, is he working tonight?
Yes.
Let's do it. Okay, we got to do it.
So also for reference, just to let everybody know, so the studio is upstairs at my house.
Yes.
But we have everything we need. We're gonna get a refrigerator up here. There's already a bathroom up here and everything. The studio loo, as I like to call it. So
We will be thoroughly testing out the integrity of your circuit breakers up here.
yes, I'm not worried about it because they're actually fuses. So
Oh, well,
I can just put a hotter fuse in there if I have to.
just a quarter.
just convert it to a 210.
A stack of pennies.
Just convert it to a 210, Phil. We'll be good to go.
I don't think, but the thing about it is everything that draws juice up here, LED, 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 LED. They don't pull a lot of current.
This will actually run off of like it runs off of 5 volts because it runs off of USB.
So none of these things that are plugged in here pull a ton of current, which is where you get in trouble.
Yeah.
So you're saying your electric bill's not going to go up by a whole lot when we do this?
I'm not really worried about it.
I think you'll be okay because they shut it off every now and then to save you money.
Yeah, like they did earlier today.
Actually, the electric company's probably going to be like, or DTE, I should say, is going to be like, oh my God, there's actually somebody living here.
Holy crap, right? I know. So the thing about it is I'm not worried about the electric bill because it could go up twofold and it'll still be saving me 400% in my bar tab.
Yes.
Oh my God, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. When you put it like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you could double my electric bill and it'd still save me 400% of what going out all the time and going to the bar tabs are.
True.
So I'm not worried about it.
It's coming up roses is what
It really
I
is.
see.
It's
It
a
really is.
a beautiful thing.
It really is. And it's growing. I mean, this is the first time I've actually felt comfortable and happy in this space
That's awesome.
since I started this whole endeavor, since I moved into this house. Because when I started, this room was absolutely trashed with all kinds of junk. It was dirty. It was dusty. It was miserable. I didn't even deal with it. I've lived here. None of it was mine. None of this junk was mine. Yes, thank you for pointing that out. Exactly.
Yeah.
I had to deal with a crusty sock and a bed spring with a piece of plywood on it, which is going to come into play somewhere here because we don't know what this sheet of plywood's been through, but we're going to incorporate it into part of the studio.
Or what it's going to be going through.
Right.
What I envision is plywood screaming, "No!"
Not again.
I once felt the breeze in my face when I was a tree. Now I've been hidden in part of a box spring forever, hearing ungodly noises and being bounced upon in ways that no piece of wood ever should.
I recently had that sock peeled off of me that's been stuck to me forever.
And then I sat here flaccid and unused for 2 decades. And now they want to put me back into service. And I remember that I'm still wood.
They dusted me off. Let's take this for a spin again.
Pulled the nails out of me and dusted me off. And there you sit.
You're welcome.
See, it already has a life of its own.
I'm grateful piece of wood.
That's right.
Let's go live to the piece of wood if we can real quick.
Oh, I thought I could put Junior's voice on there for a second. There you go.
So we were going to do a table, but I think I like your idea better, just making it like a
Loungy.
chill space. I already have a couple, we get a couple love seats, we get a couple chairs, get a coffee table, get like an end table between the chairs.
We have the luxury of having a bevy of resale shops around.
We do. We really do.
And we're all getting to an age now where we have extra furniture.
I was just gonna say I'm willing to donate like half my living room to the studio.
It's a recreation of JTK's exact living room.
Exactly.
Like he comes here and he's like, I feel so at home here. I'm like, I fucking hope so.
Well, in my mind, it's going to be like a recreation of like Jerry Seinfeld's living room.
But if I was going to do
the
any
Cosby
living room, if I was going to do any living room, I'd want to do the Three's Company living room.
Oh,
Yes.
for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, we could make that happen. We could have the door be like the front door, and Furley could bounce in whenever he wants to. And
Can we have the track, the applause track when people come through the door too? Like, yeah, exactly.
yes, we can have that.
Can we get the background laughter like in all those sitcoms?
I do have that. Yes.
I mean,
So
'cause
That one guy that's laughing hysterically out of like that
Just
sticks
off-
out from everybody else.
like off tone, off base
Yeah.
or whatever. Like it's not even really that funny, but yeah, he's laughing.
yeah, he's just dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have that.
We need somebody to laugh at our stuff. God knows we aren't.
Right.
Well, we don't say anything funny.
So what else? What else for plans for the studio? I mean, we got to get the golden tee up here, which that's going to be
That it'll have. Well, we're not going to do it.
once it's up here, it's staying up here forever.
It's not moving ever again.
Exactly. Unless somebody buys it and comes to get it.
And pays you an extraordinary amount of money. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, yeah, we got that.
We got it all.
So yeah, I'm pretty anxious.
And I'll start hanging stuff on the wall this week too, because I've got like, your normal sports stuff, beer signs, things like that.
Well, we have some podcast posters and
Yeah.
things of that nature.
We do. Podcast posters.
Did you go
Yes.
down to SCD and steal some of the beer signs? Do you think they miss them?
No.
I didn't think so.
Can we get a chunk of wood covered in chocolate milk?
Yes. I'll just peel it off the wall.
That's a keepsake.
We do need to make a sliver of wood and put it in a frame. And
Chocolate milk challenge.
yeah, and we'll label it. We'll get like a nice metal thing made up that says Matt Lindley milk puke on it.
And then figure out whatever date it was. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a Taco Bell wrapper. We'll put that in the frame too.
Oh, there you go.
signed by Mikey Smith.
The eating challenge. Oh, we need to have an eating challenge trophy rack up
Yeah.
there.
That's a
Sold.
hell of an idea.
I've got a bunch of trophies that have to go up there. I only kept the random ones. Like, there's like a skeet shooting one.
Yeah.
And of course, I've got my best gas nickel award, where it's the guy that's diving, but they turn him around so he's squatting. It's like the
Whoa.
perfect trophy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you won that award when we was after the morning after that concert last year.
Actually, I'm gonna have
Mason
to.
knows what I'm talking
I'm
about.
gonna go get it between episodes because I know exactly where it is. And we also have an award. No, I want to actually go get these now. So keep the kids entertained. I'll be right back
we can do that. We can
with the
do that.
trophies because you guys have to see these and they need to go on display.
Okay, good, good.
Do not lose the ability to have inner monologue. Do not lose the ability to have inner monologue. Come on. All right, we can do this. Come on. Come on. We can do this.
Well, I'm thinking a lot. I'm just not saying
I,
anything.
what do I say? I don't know what to do.
I don't know. I'm lost.
We should just close it up. Damn it.
Yeah, we'll
F it.
when in doubt, play junior. So,
So Anthony, congratulations, by the way. I meant to text you that yesterday.
oh, thank you. I didn't do it. I didn't do shit.
Well, I understand that, but that's awesome.
Yeah, he. I have a whole. When Phil comes back, I have a whole litany of bitches about the school. Now that he's done there,
Which school did he go to?
Rochester University, which
Okay.
is
Yep.
this is the third name change since he started.
Third name change.
They were Rochester College, then Rochester University. They got sued by the University of Rochester out in New York,
Oh.
and so now they are Rochester Christian University,
I know that.
which they only screwed it up about 40 times yesterday.
Oh, I can only imagine. Oh my God, there is somebody squatting. What the hell?
First and foremost, here is the first one. I'd like you to. I present to you.
I'll pull this up so I can see what I'm doing here on the camera.
Then you've got to read the placard, of course.
Well, I can't do all that at once. Oh,
You're asking
it's
a man
on
to
it's on the
multitask,
business
Phil.
side. It's on the business side.
Right.
The Nickel Award, glare, for outstanding gas, 2003. Can you hold that up to the camera?
That was
About where?
presented to me. Yes. So there we go.
Yes, there you go. That's perfect. Excellent.
And I'd like to present to you Exhibit B, which was presented to me. This came in the mail.
Oh yes,
A
yes.
listener, of course, sent that.
Your audio just.
Is that for?
I wonder what's up. Yeah,
Is that like your horse's ass?
that's like we're horses' asses. Yep.
This is the P&A Podcast Express Top Podcast in Israel Award.
Top podcast in Israel, and it's just the rear end of a horse.
That is good stuff.
So these have to go on the trophy shelf up here. I do believe.
Definitely.
You want to see that one?
I do actually.
That was sent to me. Yeah,
This was sent to you?
unsolicited. Yeah. A listener took the time to have
It
that made
happens.
and sent.
Some of our listeners aren't complete shit.
That's awesome.
I mean, most are.
I'm not gonna lie. That's awesome.
So there we go. Those will go on the shelf.
Most excellent.
Like I said, the beautiful part is this is a diver, and they just turned it around.
That is pretty good.
He's. You caught him mid dive. Wait.
Something tells me though it's accurate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Usually-
Oh boy.
No, it's my usual thing is to let one rip, and I'll like push or go push, and then I'll go oops. She could attest to this one. You said oops.
Care to comment over there?
Say oops when you push.
Right. You can't say oops when you push, apparently.
No, that's more like oh.
Oop.
Yeah, here we are.
Yeah, here we are. Oop. Laugh track. Oop.
So while you were retrieving those, JTK mentioned Anthony graduating college this past weekend, and I have a long list of bitches. So now that he's done at this college,
Fire
Gear
away.
grinds, and you're going to let him fly?
Fire away.
so 3 name changes while he was there.
3 in the 4.5, 5 years he was there?
4.5.
Yeah.
Started out as Rochester College. They changed it to Rochester University, obviously without doing a whole lot of checking because Rochester University out in New York had an issue with that. Wow. They're much bigger, so they won.
So we're really lucky we didn't get sued by the P&A podcast.
Yes. And then now they're Rochester Christian University.
Okay. Is it a religious school?
Yes.
Okay. I agree.
So if you were to schedule like an absolutely full packed gymnasium full of people and a pretty good sized gym, I mean, not like Thumb Dome size in Sandusky, but probably bigger than the average gym around here.
Okay.
You schedule that where it's absolutely full, all the chairs on the floor, standing room only for a graduation. And you hire you don't have the police come in to do traffic or anything. And they're on Avon Road, which is busy as hell. Mm-hmm. No police to do traffic or anything like that. Parking was horrible. Made worse by the fact that they scheduled a home baseball and softball game for Saturday morning.
That's intelligent.
What?
Yeah. So home baseball and softball playing on a Saturday, on a nice Saturday when a lot of people are going to come out to a game.
Sure.
And you've got the buses for the opposing schools coming in. And I kind of wondered why they were having it at 10 in the morning, which seemed early to me for a graduation. And we were done before noon, which seemed really short for graduation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's because when we went to leave, all the damn buses are coming in. There's all these people coming in for the game and everybody trying to go out. There's an idiot that's like standing at the end of the drive, like the parking lot where I'm going to leave, and he's doing this to go out, only letting people turn right. But he's not watching that there's any traffic coming. So you're sitting there waiting for the traffic to go by, and he's like yelling at you to go.
You're like,
And
I can't.
it's like, well, you're not watching traffic or directing traffic, moron. You're just standing there with an umbrella like an idiot, and it's sunny out. So what the hell are you doing? So, yeah,
Get your shit together, guy.
no keynote speaker.
What?
They had somebody come up and sing a song who did a great job on the song, but it was a show tune from Little Women, and it had no place at a graduation.
That's awesome.
That's so random. What the hell?
Yeah, so it starts out, it's like all out of key. So I'm also going to play a snippet of this.
Do you have a recording of it?
I don't have a recording of it, but you have to hear the intro to this. When I heard it, I'm like, did they screw something up? Because it's one of those songs that starts out as a show tune does, all out of tune and weird, and just, it's more spoken word than it is a song.
Okay.
And it was just weird. So let me pull this up. I'm ill prepared.
Aren't we always?
Yeah, that's very,
kind of what we do.
Yeah, that's very on brand.
Yeah.
Do 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 do.
Hi, Phil.
Hi, Little Women.
Who is he? Who is he with his marry me? With his ring and his marry me? The nerve, the gall.
I thought this was Frozen or something like that.
This is not what was meant.
So this is what they chose to sing at the graduation.
With those 2 words.
And I mean, the girl who did it was amazing.
Making my eye twitch.
A kiss when I thought all along that we were meant to fight frontiers. How could I be so?
So apparently this is what the kids like at graduations now. But
Sisters here, if I can share.
I said to Anthony, I'm like, did that hold any meaning or significance? He's like, none. Not to anybody. He goes, we were all sitting there kind of looking at each other like, what the hell?
What the hell is going on?
And he said, he goes, I think everybody who was male there should be offended because it was from Little Women.
He should write the
What was your guys' graduation
Also-
songs?
for what?
Just high school,
High
or
school?
college,
Like our class song?
yeah, or whatever. Yeah.
My class song was Enter Sandman.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't remember what mine was.
My class song was a good song and a song I thoroughly enjoy, but it has no meaning to me. My class song was 1979 by Smashing Pumpkins
Ah, yes.
because I would say 95% of my class was born in 1979. I, however, was born in 1978.
Oh.
Well, they didn't cater to you old people.
He was held back.
Right? Because I missed it. I missed 1979 by 4 days.
Okay, but he wasn't held back.
I was not.
Just ever since.
Yeah, I've been held back by my classmates choosing of 1979 as our class song. It pushed me over the edge.
Well, I was gonna say a lot of his own doing, but never mind.
So,
I'm sorry.
Bunch of fucking weirdos.
yeah, our class was kind of a rebellious class. So it was
Our class is a bunch of frittatas.
Enter Sandman, and that was only because everybody, I don't know, there were a bunch of people that wanted some other song, and a bunch of us were like, do we all want to vote for Enter Sandman just to fuck with
Just
everybody?
to
And
cheese them off.
yeah, and so we did.
Well, and that's what a lot of people in my class even voted for 1979, just purely out of title. They hadn't even heard it.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, lyrically, it has nothing to do with anything about. As a matter of fact, it's a coming of age tune, but for the opposite of what you would think for high school graduation. So anyway,
Yeah. Enter Sandman had nothing to do with anything.
well, exit light, enter night.
That is true.
So apparently, we're going from graduation to light to the darkness. So, and you were off to Never Never Land.
Also very true. So
So it's very apropos for
it
graduation.
is. It is. I never thought of it that way.
Right?
I never thought of it being a depressing piece of shit.
And of course, the Sandman being the government. So it was perfect.
Yeah. It really was.
There you go. And I just broke it down.
That's all the clapping we would have gotten from people at the bar.
In front of a live studio audience.
Yeah.
That's the greatest. So what else? Any more gear grinds about this whole thing?
Just
You got the song, you got the logistics, you got the piss poor planning and scheduling.
Yeah. Like I say, no keynote speaker. I mean, the guy who spoke, the president of the university did fine. He called it Rochester College, Rochester Christian University, Rochester University, all of those things.
Right.
Throughout his speech. But he did fine. He did have one spot where he's like, I heard in a speech one time that the best thing that a speaker can do is stop speaking and get off stage. So that's what I'm going to do. I have a few more minutes. And I looked at my phone and he had 12 more minutes of speech after that.
That's beautiful, though.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
He's not wrong.
I've been to some of those graduations where the keynote speaker just goes on and on and on and on and on
And on and on and on. Yeah.
And I'm like, I got things to do. I'm here because I'm here for the party, or
We didn't start the fire.
the person I'm dating is graduating, and we've got things to do,
So to speak.
get on with it. Right.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. I forget who the keynote speaker of my graduation was. I was bombed.
I couldn't even tell you.
For which graduation, college or high school?
Yes.
Either, yeah. I guess we had a keynote speaker for when I graduated with my master's too, but that one was, I don't know. I was a little more tolerant of that one because I was tired because we had just flown in the night before from Seattle to Denver. So, and we had delays and everything. So literally we got in late. I think we were supposed to arrive in Denver at like 10 o'clock at night, which is already late enough. With delays, by the time we got to our rental car and to the hotel and everything, it was like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. Been traveling all day, been dealing with my ex-wife, which is tiring in of itself. Mm-hmm. And we got to the hotel. They allowed us to order room service. I got probably I still maintain this, and it was legit one of the best looking tasting burgers I've ever had in my life. I took one bite, I fell back to the bed and fell asleep.
Oh.
Yeah. So the next day it taunted me. I woke up and there's the burger like sitting there that I didn't finish from the night before.
Damn. I hope you wanted to back up and ate it.
I didn't because we had to go.
Damn.
Well, the one thing I picked up out of that is you said it's the best burger that you've ever had.
In my mind.
But you had a bite, though.
Yeah, I had one bite.
But that says a lot because if you or I, JTK is a skinny guy, so he doesn't count. But if you or I say it's the best thing we've had, we've eaten a lot.
Oh, yeah. No, we've eaten a lot. And that was also the time, and I think I've told it over and over again. Woke up, it was May. It was Denver in May. Woke up in the morning and they said, if we have inclement weather, because it was an outdoor ceremony, we'll be inside and it'll be at this time instead. All right, cool. Woke up and looked out and it was 27 degrees outside. And I've said to myself, oh, they're going to move it indoors. What the shit? It's supposed to be at 11. It's 8:30 right now. It's 27 degrees. By 11 o'clock, it was 72 degrees and I got sunburned. And it was outside, yeah.
Jeez, oh Pete.
That's that mountain
Oh,
air.
yeah. So the draft was this past weekend.
Not a sports podcast.
And, well, I wasn't going to talk about the sports part of it.
He was going to talk about what they wore.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know where you're going with that.
No, I was gonna make mention that
I'm sorry, I jumped the gun on that one.
Not a fashion podcast.
they doubled.
Well, I sure hope not. You guys are wearing shorts.
They're fashionable shorts.
Yeah,
It's cold out.
they're volleyball shorts, so it is a sports podcast.
They're volleying my balls around.
Anyway, continue.
So they, how in the hell did they cram that many people downtown Detroit?
Fuck if I know.
I have no idea. It's insane. Almost 800,000 people over the whole 3 days of the draft.
Yeah,
Exceeding the next largest by 200,000 people and doubling what most
I got a
draft weekends have seen.
I do have one gear about the draft. Can the NFL leave politics alone? Why did they have to drag Whitmer out on the stage?
She got booed.
I know she did, but why did they have to drag her on the stage? Seriously.
Well,
just,
I mean,
just leave it alone.
They had to know that was going to happen.
Oh, are there morons that they didn't think it was going to?
She could be the best.
Whoa!
Oh, that never happened before. My bad. All right, say again. Sorry, I lost my microphone.
She could be the best.
This one?
The best that we've ever had.
Okay, let's try it again. Sorry.
She could be the best we've ever had for a governor. And she would have still gotten booed because there would be people that don't like her. I mean,
Right. But it was, I listened to the video this morning because I didn't realize that happened. And it's like, it was like, I say 80-20, boos versus cheers.
oh, yeah. Yeah.
And that's being conservative, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just like, seriously, like, why do that? Why?
Why march her ass out there? Exactly.
Well,
Big Gretch, stretching Gretchen.
Yeah.
she is obviously a huge, Detroit Lions fan.
She says she is, but she might be. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt.
I'm not going to say she's not, but.
There's plenty of room in sports fandom for more, even if you're a terrible politician and governor.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I really didn't have a problem with her coming out and doing that. But we have so many better people they could have put out there.
Well, that's kind of what I was getting at.
Representative of Detroit.
When they started the draft, the people they marched out there was Eminem, it was Hutchinson, it was Jared Goff was out there, Amon St. Brown was out there. Who else was out there?
Was it Barry Sanders?
Barry Sanders. Calvin Johnson came out. And it's just like you're looking at that and you're like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Like they brought everybody out.
Yeah.
With their first selection, the guy comes out and he says he's home and all that. The best thing he could have come out and said that would have just put that crowd into a frenzy. Decker reported. that would have made everybody go to ape shit.
Oh my God. Like, and just turn around, look at like Goodell, like.
Yep.
Right. So do you want to hear one of my crackpot theories?
Let's hear it.
I think the days of the NFL, for now, the NFL screwing over the Detroit Lions have come to a halt for a while just because of the showing with everything with this draft and the fans and everything else.
They made them so much money this weekend.
Showing them how real they are, and absolutely, the dollar
Yeah.
talks. I think the days of the Lions getting screwed like that are going to go away for a while here.
I thought the same thing because one of the things that you'll notice with the NFL is the really big market teams always get favor. Mm-hmm. But what Detroit showed is not just Detroit, the just sub 1 million people in Detroit. It is the entire state of Michigan and beyond. I mean,
oh yeah,
the Lions go down, their fan base goes well down into Ohio and Indiana. Mm-hmm. And just having that kind of a turnout and that big of a showing shows them that, Detroit can make you a lot of money.
And that's going to go a long ways. And they see it. They see it with jersey sales. They see it with everything. I mean, these new alternate jerseys, they just released the black ones. If you look at the sales numbers for those, it's insane compared to all the other jerseys right now.
Do you guys like those black ones?
I do. I do.
I love them.
Yeah.
So, I even like down to the fact that they put Detroit on it instead of Lions. Mm-hmm. I like that. But
I really don't care what the jerseys look like. Just win. I love any jersey. I love any jersey you wear if you win.
Yeah, that's true too. But the fact that I've seen probably 40 or 50 of those in the last week on my Facebook feed that people have bought, just crazy.
Right.
I'm telling you, man. So here's the thing. The Lions offense, already stellar. Just going to be even more stellar as long as they can stay healthy. But now this year, the defense isn't going to give up the buttload of points they did last year. So that's even more dangerous.
Yeah, when they said that we're going to work on the secondary, they worked on the secondary.
And they did everything they've done to the secondary in this offseason, totally revamped, and so much of a departure in the positive way from what they were.
Mm-hmm. So I was listening to 97.1, and people were kind of calling in, bitching about the tackle that the offensive lineman that they drafted.
Which one? The guy out of Canada?
Yeah. Oh, no,
Dude,
that's a great pick.
That's a huge
6'7", 350.
Yeah.
That guy's a mauler.
And he wants to play here.
Yeah.
And he, if you look at what he actually is, he will be phenomenal. Like, so that they do a score 1 through 10 basically on people. And very rarely is there anybody that scores over 9.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very rare over 9.5. His score was 9.68,
Really?
which is just off the charts for a line. 350?
Yeah.
And he runs a 4.9.
Yeah. That's nuts.
That's insane. And a 35-inch vertical.
Everybody's like, when I like you see like 97.1 like on Facebook and guys are commenting like, oh, Brad Ol's trying to be the smartest guy in the room. He's like, that's because he is the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah.
Like that was a good pick.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal.
He played
pick.
the draft like a symphony again this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too.
Even that guard out of Boston College they got in the 7th round, yeah, he'll be good, I think.
Oh yeah.
And he literally, I like how Brad Ol's literally call him a dirtbag, and he's like, "Yep, that's me. I'm a dirtbag." Like, all right.
So I'm thrilled with how the draft came
I
out
am
for the
too.
Lions. Well, and you look, they scored for the 3rd year in a row. They had the highest draft score in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. One of the things I also love is now players they pick want to be here and are excited to come here.
Oh,
and that's
yeah.
a big difference. That's the huge culture change that was not this way for 20 plus years.
That kid out of LSU they drafted, he's like first team academic all SEC. He's smart, like
Yeah.
and like he actually knows what the hell he's doing.
Yeah.
Which that goes a long ways. Be in position. Try that on for size.
And I can't stress it enough. The trade for Goff was just,
Yeah.
you remember when we talked about it, I always said, don't sleep on Goff. He's a very good quarterback, very serviceable. There's nothing wrong with this. He's going to be our starter for a long time. I had no idea he was going to be this good.
No, I didn't either. I figured I thought he'd be an upgrade from Stafford.
And I said, don't forget he was a number 1 overall pick too.
Right. Yeah.
So don't sleep on that.
Yep.
But he's just excelled. I mean, he's one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and just he runs our offense phenomenal.
And let's not forget he's 27, 28 years old still. He's
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
They
Yeah,
better,
no.
They better sign his ass. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. They will.
Well, from what I've heard, they were smart not to sign him this year. They've got an option to sign him next year, and then they can franchise tag him and all that. And the guy's going to get his money, and as long as he keeps playing well for us. But if he doesn't, we've got guys in the wings that'll step in and do the job. Not that I want to see that. Goff as our quarterback is phenomenal.
I'd like to see him retire there, frankly.
Yeah, I would too.
Well, you know what? Here's purely it. He wins the Super Bowl with the Lions. There's no reason for him to ever go anywhere else unless he chooses to.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be it. He'll be a
he'll
legend
fall-
forever.
He'll fall into a front office job.
Yep.
It's nice to see Barry come back into the fold of everything.
It is
and be
nice
part
they've
of
won
everything.
him back over.
And
'cause
Calvin, too.
And Calvin.
Oh, Calvin too, because they really the Lions organization as an organization pissed those guys off to an extreme level.
Yeah, and I think those days are done too. I think
Yeah.
people want to come here to play not only because they can win, but because they're treated well.
Not only that, but top notch everything: facilities, coaching staffs, offices, front offices, everything. Top notch everything.
And other than Kansas City, who's got a bigger superstar than Eminem coming out to their shit?
Really,
Well, I prefer ours.
I
versus theirs.
would venture to say I would put Eminem as a much bigger star than
Her.
Taylor Swift for sure,
Oh, you said the name. I didn't want to say the name.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say that either.
because of the longevity.
Well, the longevity, and I would say that she makes a ton of money because of the age of her fan base and everything like that. But I would be willing to bet that if you put them up notoriety wise and things like that,
It's
much
purely
bigger.
it though. Look at the tree of people that they have helped make successful, or Eminem has helped, compared to the tree for her. And it's going to be a massive difference. The people that Eminem has actually
yeah.
made in music, helped, written for. And I know Taylor Swift's written a bunch of songs for a bunch of people, but she has not pushed people's career along. She hasn't produced. She hasn't.
She's also had a ton of songs written for her.
Oh,
That's very true too.
So I don't know if she has any single writer credits to her name.
So I would take Eminem every day, all day, forever.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And she'll be around forever because there's going to be kids that, went to her stuff and are like, oh, I saw her, by her stuff, but they're, I would think that her,
Or she's going to be one of those tragic cases that something terrible happens. And I'm not asking for this, condoning this, or want this, but maybe pass away at a young age. And then, yeah. And by young, I mean 30s, would it be 30s or 40s,
yeah.
I mean, there's people out there that,
She get crushed in a Kelsey sandwich.
I mean, it could happen.
or drown in her Scrooge McDuckian vault of money.
Tragedy has struck.
Yeah. Taylor Swift was found dead after going for her morning swim in her Scrooge McDuckian vault of money, choked on 3 gold pieces. We thought it'd take 4.
Oh boy.
So who else did they roll out on the stage this weekend? I didn't really watch it.
I didn't pay attention much after Thursday.
Well, they had some. They had the girl. The first pick was announced by a girl who plays flag football here in Michigan, which I thought was just weird.
You know, when they said like, oh, there's a National Football League, flag football league, like, oh, you mean like pretty much how the league's going already as it is?
That's what I was. I said during the Fantasy Wizard podcast, I'm like, oh, it's the future of the NFL,
Right. It's like you're not very far away from it.
The future of the NFL.
Well, even Hutch on the Rich Eisen show made fun of it. He's like, because they asked him, they're like, you're going to probably be playing against J.J. McCarthy. He's like, no problem. I'll sack him. I won't fall on him 100%, Mr. Goodell, like only 60%.
Right. Whatever the rules allow.
Yeah. I'll allow it.
So he was even kind of ripping on that. But
Well, it's just so stupid.
Well, I am going to be super interested to see how a defensive player is going to tackle an offensive player from behind, as if they're behind them pursuing, because you can't do the hip drop. How are they going to tackle? How are you going to tackle somebody once they've outran you?
Grab by the ankles.
I guess.
But that could be
That's
hurt
even more
somebody.
dangerous in
I was
my
gonna
mind.
say, yeah.
yeah, I'd much rather
gonna-
have a hip drop tackle than a tackle where somebody's face mask and stuff is hitting my Achilles and
Or your
Right.
knees.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you get, if you catch a helmet to the knee, front or back, it hurts like the dickens.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think this is going to help a whole lot.
No.
Now, the whole kickoff rule change thing, I'm okay with.
That's fine. I don't give a crap. As a matter of fact,
I think it's gonna be better than what it has been because
I think it will. It'll
every
be,
kick
it'll
will
be
put on the
interesting.
back of the end zone anyway.
Right. By design.
Well, I
yeah.
understand that.
Well, I like the fact that it's not just going to move out to the 25 every time.
Well, the most fascinating thing, though, and everybody knows it's coming anyway, but now you have to announce if you plan on the onside kick attempt.
Right.
And
But
what
when
did the
you-
rule say? If you announce that you're doing it, you have to, right? You can't.
Right.
You can't,
kick it deep.
Yeah. Did they put any rules on how deep you can kick it? Because there's still that little looper that there's the 10-yard squibber. Then there's the little looper that you kind of rainbow it in for that goes about 15, 20 yards. You can still do that one, I hope.
You can still do that.
That's
And
not technically not.
the thing is, I don't think that the offense or the side that's the receiving team, I don't believe that they can change their formation up a whole lot. I believe they have to stay like they were.
Really?
Yeah. So, because there's rules on where everybody has to be.
Right.
And I think that has to stay.
That's interesting. I have not read it. I'm guilty of not paying attention to the rule. I do this every year, though, with the NFL rule changes. I'll glance them, and then I'm like, meh.
Learn
And
on
then
the
the
fly.
season will start, and I'm like,
what?
what's going on? Oh, yeah.
Learn them on the fly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm guilty of that too.
And then you get hoodwinked when you're doing high school games, and you're like, oh, yeah, they changed that rule. They're like, they didn't for high school.
Oops.
My bad.
Yeah. How many times did we get that wrong last year?
I was shocked because they changed some NCAA rules for college this last year, and they were really good rule changes. They were really good changes, and they adopted them in Michigan here this year, which really shocked me
Excellent.
because Michigan usually holds out until everybody else has done it for about 10 years, and then they jump on board.
Sounds about right.
The MHSA,
Yes.
Go figure.
nonprofit.
Yes.
Right.
No, for profit.
Or, wait.
The,
For profit or
they're
nonprofit?
the only nonprofit high school sports organization
Not
in
a,
the country.
yes.
They are nonprofit, but they make a ton of money. They pay their people very, very, very,
Very
well.
handsomely,
Yes.
Give me a call, MHSA.
Yeah.
How much you paying?
I mean, we could start a sports podcast.
What?
They could pay us for that.
Don't we pretty much already do that?
Here we are.
Yeah.
I mean, when we do games and stuff and like
do?
sports line and things like that. Oh, wait.
Oh,
Just me?
Wait a second.
Just me?
The MHSAA would pay for that.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
People make money off of that stuff.
People make money off of this, talking on a microphone?
No.
So $0, there's no money to be had?
No. No.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I just put in a studio in my house then.
Right.
Yeah. Well, when you talk into one of these, it goes down the wire into your bank account and pulls money out.
That's right.
That's how that worked. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's why they call it wiring money.
That's why my accountant is so
We're
pissed.
doing wire transfers as we speak right now.
So stop
Exactly.
talking on a microphone. I am curious though, and I'd like Ashley to maybe, and I'm not demanding, but just politely asking if you could update. I'd like to know how many hours of podcast we're up to total at this point.
Did she give us a total like not too long ago?
She didn't have it fully updated, but it was, she had what, 99%, 98%.
Yeah.
Because we got to be over 600 hours now,
Oh, I would think so.
which is insane.
What episode number is this?
Probably about 508.
Well, yeah, maybe 5, maybe
10.
more than that. Yeah, 510.
Does it
Who's
matter
counting?
anymore?
Who's counting? After
Yeah.
really after 100, who knows?
I mean, we even botched hitting 500 because I think we were over or under one of the two. I don't know. Nobody knows anymore.
Hold
I
on.
mean-
let me look at my Apple podcast, and I'll tell you exactly how many episodes you guys are on.
I used to only count to 20 because of the fingers and toes, but I don't use my left hand anymore, so it's only 15. So I haven't counted since 15. That comes through really well in here now.
It does.
This is number 509 we're doing.
Hooray!
Yay! Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very
If I
much.
could offer any aspiring podcasters any piece of advice out there, it'd be don't.
I was just going to say don't.
Yeah. Just be on somebody else's every now and then.
Yeah, come be on ours. I mean, we need some fresh new talent.
Yeah. Well, you're kind of like fresh new talent because
Yeah, you
You
took
know-
a hiatus there.
Not on purpose.
I didn't say it. Hiatus.
boy, somebody's really defensive.
I'm not going to defend it.
You're lucky I didn't take away your featured guest title.
I mean,
and
I wouldn't have
didn't.
blamed you.
I did not take away your featured guest title.
I wouldn't have blamed you if you did.
You're still a featured guest. There's a fart.
That was appropriate.
That was very appropriate, actually. Wait, was that towards me or towards him?
Probably me.
Yes.
Yes. Oh,
Yes. Yes.
fair. All right.
From your butthole headquarters.
Oh, I haven't heard that one in a while.
Yeah, I
It's
hadn't
been a
played
minute.
that one
Holy cow.
in a bit.
Don't mind me. I'm just
From
playing-
your butthole
just
headquarters.
playing with my beer. Don't mind me. Yeah,
Fire truck.
I felt like that last week at the end of the week. Fire truck.
Fire truck.
Trying to talk to 5 people at the same time. Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Ah. So what else is new or exciting? Anybody got anything else?
Oh, God. Well,
We're in the studio. That's provided lots of excitement.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it.
We could, it's only going to get better from here.
question mark?
No, we're just going to bring more stuff in. We've already
It's not going to be
peaked.
better. Yeah. This is the most bare bones and beautiful you can do it as far as productions go.
Yeah.
We're just going to chum the waters now.
I mean, we have lights, around.
You have lights. You have great bar service. Yourself.
Right. I feel like we're one of those influencers now. We actually have a ring light over there.
Yeah, and 2 bar lights. Like,
I don't get it.
kind of professional lighting. Does that make Mary our key grip?
I think so.
Do not produce.
Mary Filkins.
You
key
know what you
grip.
get. I hope you realize you two cannot be silent anymore because there's like no background noise on the bar.
Yeah,
so
to
anything
block
you
you guys
say
out.
can be projected into the microphone now. So beware what you say or react.
We're just going to put lapel mics on them, and
Yeah.
Right.
it'll be like mic'd up in the NFL.
I was watching some this morning. I was watching some this morning on Reels, and it was like
Right.
Aaron Rodgers like being mic'd up, and he kind of forgot. And he was like, "Oh, fucking son of a!" It's like over and over again.
Well, that's what it's going to be. They're going to be sitting behind us. We'll be talking about something. We're going to hear, stupid sons of bitches.
Like, hey, we heard that.
So no, this is it. They can be mic'd up with lapel mics. It'd be like Waldorf and Statler on the Muppet Show.
Yeah.
Just up in the balcony, boo! This show's terrible.
Bring back the chickens.
Right, bring back the chickens. Beaker said it best. We want the Swedish Chef.
Oh boy.
Bork.
Vert de Ferk.
I thought I had a Swedish.
I love that. Do do.
Waldorf. We have our own Waldorf and Statler. I like it.
Oh. Or were they laughing? I watched a lot of Muppets growing up.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
The number one drop right there.
That is the number one drop.
It was that third one that got me.
I know.
Like it's so long through it, and then just like.
So he just left you guys a voicemail, and that's what he left you?
Yes.
Well, so we announced for the first time we had a number you could call, a hotline. And that's the first message. Was that the first message we ever received on the hotline?
Yes.
Which is why it's such a beautiful drop.
So, and it was like, it wasn't even within a day or so of us releasing the number. Like it took a couple days and then we got that. And I'm just like, oh, that's fantastic.
And as voted on by the fans, the number one drop we have.
Did you guys discuss this on a podcast like a couple months ago? Like,
Yeah, we had a
what were
top
the
10 drops. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
We were doing top 10 lists there for a little while.
Yeah.
So we did receive this gem not long ago too.
Let's leave a message. Fuck you, Adam. Fuck you, Phil. Tell him, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fucking dirtbag piece of shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you again. Fuck me. Fuck you.
Who's that?
That's a good one.
I'm not sure.
Oh,
Pretty confident that's Mike Honcho.
I
I was
believe
gonna say,
so. Yeah.
I didn't recognize the voice,
But yeah, that's a good one.
so you're saying the way to make it on here is just by leaving obscene voicemails to the hotline?
Tell it. So if you can come up with interesting and creative ways to tell us how to go F ourselves, then that's definitely a good way to leave a quality voicemail, right, Adam?
Yes, for sure.
So when I worked at my previous job, we had this we had like this like alleyway called the Love Tunnel, and it wasn't like there was no love. It was always like hurling FUs or whatever. So
Right.
my buddy, he'd be like, I shit you not, like 100 yards down, like, hey, come here.
Come here.
Come here.
Come here.
He'd come all the way down, like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
He'd be like, you son of a bitch, you didn't walk all the way down here. Or be like, hi. Like, that's all you had to tell me?
That's it. That's all you had to. You brought me all the way down here for
You made me
this.
leave my workstation and just say hi? Yep.
That's
Because
awesome.
I'm a dick like that. Oh, the shenanigans.
The shenanigans.
The other classic voicemail we've gotten.
Hi, this is Claudia with Prestige Dental calling to confirm an appointment for Friday,
Oh,
19th at 4 o'clock. Give us a call back to confirm your appointment, 702-565-0795. Thank you.
you guys canceled that guy's appointment.
Well, we've canceled some and we confirmed some. We made a new one time.
He's probably going crazy. He's like, I wrote all this down.
I got it right here.
Well, it says here, sir, you canceled.
He's got a girlfriend or a wife that is just pissed at him. Like, why can't you ever get any of this shit straight?
We should call and schedule a root canal. I was coming in for a cleaning. I need a root canal.
I thought you were going to say a proctology.
I don't think they do that at a dentist's office, but
That was the worst that's ever been to my entire life.
I mean, I have went to the dentist before and woke up and my pants were unbuttoned, but other than that, I'm not sure what happened.
What did we talk?
I did not feel clean.
you feel
though.
anything?
I did not feel clean.
My teeth were not clean.
What was the podcast you wanted to start? Thumbing through your anus, or was that it? Or thumbing through your bum? Where you just talked to proctologist, and you said proctologist. I'm like, yes, both professional and amateur.
Yes. We could also just talk to local asses.
Right.
Right.
I'm sure you'll be smitten by the midden.
Yes.
That drives me nuts every time I heard it. Like, you could re-record that to say smitten by the mitten, but instead it's you're sure to be smitten by the midden. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Well, it is also the home of the butthole headquarters. Right.
Why don't they ever re-record anything like just...
Know your audience, Phil.
Right.
Phonetics is not the strong suit over there, okay?
At all. And really, Cruise 102 really fails epically at it, too. They have themselves record the news break and leave errors in it. Like, nope,
yeah.
I got that wrong. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is pre-recorded. And you just left that in there? Like, you can just stop. It's not like it's tape. It's not reel-to-reel anymore.
Yeah,
So-
you can edit that out now.
Right.
So you have the technology and capability to do so.
It does amaze me the lack of, I mean, we don't try here.
And we don't edit.
Zero effort into editing.
So we leave our fuck-ups in here, but we also, we turn around and pretty much laugh at them because, Oakley
That's
Dokley,
what
we're
we
an
do.
idiot, right?
That's what we do. So, but when you have places that are in a professional recording studio, recording stuff, and they leave in massive fuck-ups.
Right.
Do they just get so used to hearing their voice that they don't hear that they fucked up in their head? They said buckpole.
Right.
It comes out butthole. And it still sounds like buckpole to me.
I need to talk to Sam Barnett about that. I want to get his side of that story. I've actually reconnected with him recently. And
Yes.
he listens to the podcast on occasion, which we knew, which is why it's no longer truck month, it's truck season.
Yes.
They took our suggestion.
Yes.
He copped to that and said, "Dad, that's true."
Truck month.
We should call him and just get his, I want
Right.
his side of the story.
Like, walk us through that moment when you heard from, instead of Buckpole headquarters, when you heard distinctly what we heard attached to your business. What happened?
So when I worked at the
Take us
station,
through it.
my office was like right down from Eddie's office. And he was not in the studio when he took that call. He was in his office. And I could hear his side of it.
Yeah.
And he's just like, yeah. What's wrong with it? Yeah, we played it. Stop playing it. It says what?
Now hit the do you have the drop ready there?
I do.
This is what it says. And this is not in the middle, not any place indistinct during the commercial. This is the intro to the commercial.
From your butthole headquarters.
I heard the same thing you did.
And this is probably why Eddie hates me. Because
Is this the only reason why?
well, there's several
Okay, I was
reasons.
just making sure.
But we're on our way up north. Mikey Smith and I at GHC. We're headed to Sutton's Bay to do a semifinal game in 8-player football. Eddie texts me, do not play that commercial. I have sent you a new one. I repeat, do not play that one. And my only text to him was just, try and stop me.
It was quite a, he was in quite a frantic mode.
Yeah.
Because, it was in pretty heavy rotation. He had to go and take it out of everything.
Yeah.
They played that. They were
For that time of year. Yeah.
Yeah. They were set to play that commercial a whole bunch on his morning show. And so he had to.
And we were told to play it because we were doing that semifinal game. We were told to play it probably, Eddie said, put that one in the deck at least 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So,
Which is, we only play
Were you doing that
35, 40 commercials.
Were you doing that through WTGV or were we doing
No, that was still through TTS,
Okay.
but at that point they were part of it and wanted to sponsor all of it, and it was Kingston in the semifinal game. So, Kingston's in proximity to that's exactly their sales
Right.
oh, yeah.
realm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, for sure. that was so good, though. When he brought me in, he's like, I didn't believe it. You got to hear this. I'm like, what? He's like, you just got to hear it.
can I tell you a little secret? I heard it the very first time I downloaded it and put it in my deck, and I hilariously put it in there because I'm like, oh my, yep, that's going in there.
That's going in the box.
And then, of course, I saved it for our yes.
Well, the bad part is Eddie was such a machine at that point in putting stuff in. He didn't really listen to it, he said, when he put it in. But it had already played a few times over the station. And he's like, yeah, I didn't even hear it when it was going over the air.
So I actually listen. I still do. Every commercial that's sent to me, I listen to it. I play it as I'm putting it into my deck just to see a few reasons, the rhythm, the everything, to see if it compare with other commercials or things like that.
Right. See if it's
Yeah.
smitten with the midden.
You don't want to be smidden by the midden.
No.
Or your fancy tickled.
No. You also don't want to get jiggy with it.
Or, well, you can get gas because nobody gives you gas like Kohler's.
That is true.
That one I have no complaints about.
No.
And that one I will endorse and love till the day I die.
They do give my gas a lot.
Yeah. Because nobody gives you gas like Kohler's.
They're there when I don't expect them to be.
However, I cannot still get behind Schneeberger's.
If I'm working from home sometimes, like they'll just show up like, whoa,
Whoa!
who's making that noise out there? Like, oh, it's just a gas guy. Never mind.
Well, with Schneeberger's, it's like, have Rusty step up and do a new commercial.
Right. No, because now you've got, what's her name? She's like, here's, God damn it.
Every time I drive through Cass City, I
She
just
just-
laugh because like, oh, there's Sneeburgers.
She just
It
sounds
kind
like
of looks like it's going to fall in on itself now.
she just sounds like
Yes, that's
she just
exactly
sounds like an utter joy too. The lady that does the Schneeberger's commercials now.
I mean, that place is ripe for like a Molotov cocktail. I'm just saying.
Well, I think that's what
But
they're
that
gearing up
that
for.
would be a hate crime because it'd be anti-Semitic.
There's nothing anti-Semitic about it. That building's gonna fall down or it's gonna set ablaze. One of the two, or both. I don't know.
Rusty'd be happy. He could go back to his life in the basement of smoking a bunch of reefer and listening to Rush and playing video games.
There you go.
You know that's what he does anyways.
Right. That's why. Oh, Kim. Here's Kim.
We should go to like record
No,
outside.
she doesn't say anything about Rusty anymore. I bet you it got back to her. All of our, I don't know how all of our stuff gets back to these people, but it does.
Probably because we're live on the internet. Oh, wait a minute.
Hey, Kim, you gotta quit mentioning Rusty stepping up to and running the store because people don't buy it.
Or at least say it in a different vernacular. Don't make it sound like you just cut it out of the last commercial and put it in a new one.
Right. The jig is up.
We caught you.
Like it's going to be like when the obituaries are read and it's like a 40-year-old Bob reading off, the obituaries are brought to you by. Back when he had a little bit of vitality.
Right.
They will never change that. Like that's there forever.
I'm hearing. Where am I? Mint. Just mint, Bob. Mint.
Jesus. Oh my God.
I actually heard that on the air.
Did you really?
Yeah. The mint. Just mint, Bob.
Mint.
Mint. I laughed my ass off.
Emotional.
I wish I would have had
Yeah,
a
pretty
recording
much.
of that.
Oh man.
And I can't ask Eddie for recordings anymore because I'm on his shit list right now. So.
Yeah, he'll get over himself eventually. I think.
As soon as he wants something, you'll be back good.
So
back on
fall football season.
No,
No,
about
over
August.
the summer there'll be something he wants.
There'll be
you
a
to come
festival
along,
or
so-
something.
Yeah. When's Deckerville homecoming?
July 27th and 28th.
So the 26th.
Say parade's not until next year in Minden, so we gotta wait another year.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 26th. You'll be.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Emotional damage.
Oh, I wasn't ready. I just played it.
Do it
So-
again.
You got it.
You got this.
We should probably
Emotional, damn it.
wrap this one up because we got a couple. I think we're recording a couple more. We got to make some phone calls, and we have a very important thing to talk about.
Okay, well let's get out.
Okay. I'm not going to preface what we have to talk about then.
Oh boy,
Use your imagination.
my imagination's running wild.
Imagine a podcast where we talk about things
In a world.
in a world.
Stuff.
All right. Well, the inaugural edition of the podcast.
The first
here,
annual.
here in the studio. Burn it down. Burn it down. We're going to White Castle.
Sorry. Take her to Denny's.
Take her to Denny's. He's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel. Thanks for hanging with us, featuring our featured guest, JDK.
Oh, thanks,
John
guys.
Crazier.
Thanks, guys.
And welcome to a new beginning. Can we use that, or is that, does Lucasfilms have that?
No, they were New Hope.
Oh, we're a
We
new
have
beginning.
no hope. We have no hope.
There's no hope here. He passed away a long time ago.
There's no
Yes.
new or old hope.
So anyway, share us, like us, put us out there on social media. Send it to your friends, your foes. Do not call Swap Shop. And, you know, as Eddie Fury used to say, closing his shows, as Phil Nichols' mother would say, make good choices.